person-centered care approach, the client is the most important member of the care team. Seeing the world through the perspective of the person living with dementia is an important component of person-centered care. True. False. Seeing the world through the perspective of the person living with dementia is an important component of person-centered care. Great job. Ready to learn some more? Caring for clients living with dementia. After completing this lesson, you will be able to identify best practices for caring for clients living with dementia. Which of these things do you think you should do when caring for a client living with dementia? Select all that apply. Select all that apply. Treat your client with respect. Do as much as you can for your client. Maintain your client's dignity. Encourage your client to be as independent as possible.
Emmanuel. Good. Buenos días. ¿Tiene alguna mapa? Es que me perdí en tus ojos. Buenos días, mi amor. ¿Cómo estás? Ya veo que tú amaneciste muy bien.
When caring for a client living with dementia, after completing this lesson, you will be able to identify best
Oh,
practices for caring for clients living with
Thank you
dementia.
so much. You are single? Why are you
Which
single?
of these things do you think you should do when caring for a client living with dementia? Select
Why
all
are you
that
single,
apply.
Jay?
Select all that apply.
Me
Treat your
gusta tu
client with respect.
perfume,
Do as much as you
amor de
can
mi
for your
vida.
client. Maintain your client's dignity.
¿Cómo que tú hueles mi
Encourage your client
perfume?
to be as independent as possible. When caring for a client living with dementia, you should treat your client with respect, maintain your client's dignity, and encourage your client to be as independent as possible. things that you should do or best practices that you should follow
Wow.
include
I
watching for
don't
signs
know
that any
why.
wants or needs that your
Why
client
you
can't
don't?
express verbally or communicate are being
You
met,
just look like this.
giving clients choices over their own care, and making sure that their home environment is safe and secure.
Si fue la mi novia, me volvía a hacer porque no tendría nada más que pedirle a Dios. Eso
Some
suena
other tips can help.
romántico.
Trying to keep a routine, such as eating, showering, and dressing at the same time each day. Planning activities that your client enjoys.
That suena muy romántico.
Explaining to your client what you are going to do, step by step. Be reassuring, understanding, and listen to your client's worries, frustrations. Watching for nonverbal signs, such as sudden changes in mood, or fidgeting that might indicate that your client is hungry, thirsty, needs the bathroom, or is in pain. And keeping cherished objects and photographs around the home that make your client feel happy and secure. You will soon be presented with 8 tips for caring for clients living with dementia. Your goal is to decide whether each tip is an example of best
Emmanuel.
practice. Do everything you can for your client, even if it concerns some tasks themselves. Yes, this is a best practice. No, this isn't a best practice.
I'm making my discípula una poema sería el más bello jamás escrito. Pues, escuela. New Year, good morning. Emmanuel me está matando ahí con amor. Do everything you can do for them, even they can still do something.
Encourage your client to do as much for themselves as possible. Feel more independent and
Good morning, Kat. How are you?
respect your client's personal and cultural preferences. Yes. No.
If you choose your time, if you see what time, you will be eternity. You are very talented, Emmanuel. That's so nice. Extremely nice. Thank you anyway.
Always speak in a loud voice or shout if your client doesn't understand you.
I'm gonna make my juice. I have feeling in love and Italian time with you. and every single time it's with you. Seriously? Always speak in loud tone or shout if your client doesn't listen.
Never speak in a loud voice or shout at your client. Always speak in a gentle, reassuring tone of voice. Maintain eye contact. Speaking loudly or in an aggressive manner might frighten your
Good morning,
client, cause them to get
Neil.
nervous or anxious.
I have my Emmanuel here. Emmanuel makes me happy. You have this smile I want to pass into my children. Yeah.
Make sure your client's bedroom is completely dark at night. Yes. No. If your client's bedroom is completely dark, they may
Yeah.
fall or trip if they get up at night to use the bathroom.
Good
Make sure
morning,
that there are
pretty
night lights in the
princess.
bedroom and
How
other
are you?
areas of the house.
I got a gift yesterday. Somebody gave it to me yesterday. I went somewhere and then I didn't have no earring on, and then the person said, "Oh, you don't have earring?" I said, "No, I don't have." And then they give it to me.
Simple questions that require yes or no answers should be used rather than open-ended questions. Yes. No.
Every time I see you, I wonder why heaven doesn't want you back. No, they don't want me back. Because they want you to see me, Emmanuel. How will you see me if I went back? You will not see me this morning. Hmm? Do you think about that? Simple question that require yes or no should be used rather than opening and then question.
Simple questions that require yes or no answers, such as, is this the sweater you would like to wear today, are preferable to open-ended questions that could cause confusion.
Which you like the one and then just story without and then. Where you from, Emmanuel? Emmanuel, where are you from? Mexico? Argentina? Wow. Parece que tiene que irme en Argentina para verte en persona.
Don't argue with or tell your client off if you disagree with them or if they make a mistake. Yes. No.
Don't ask or tell your friend or if you disagree with them, even though they make a mistake.
Don't argue with or reprimand your client. It might make your client frightened or stressed, or if they are angry, it can make a difficult situation even worse. Never ask your client if they remember something that happened or was said to them recently. Yes. No.
¿Y qué hora es en Argentina ahorita? Ya son las 9:35 aquí en Estados Unidos. Never ask your client if they remember something that happened or was said to them recently.
You should never ask your client if they remember something that happened or was said to them recently. As dementia affects short-term memories, this question might cause embarrassment or even make your client angry.
I'm making my
Hazards from
juice.
your client's home environment, such as scatterbugs and loose cords. Yes. No.
Remove trapping outside from your client home environment such as scatter, road, or loose car. Yes.
Remove any tripping hazards from your client's home environment. This can prevent falls and injuries. Great job. Let's go to the next lesson.
Ah, it's too much. Hola, 11:75 en la mañana o en la noche.
Caring for clients living with dementia. Best practices for addressing and managing pain, nutrition, and wandering and elopement.
En la mañana, ok.
After completing this lesson, you should be able to identify best practices for helping to address and manage pain,
¿Tú no
nutrition,
trabajas hoy?
wandering and elopement.
¿No trabajas los fines de semana?
This lesson included best practices for addressing and managing these areas. These areas are pain,
Oh, it's failure. Oh, okay. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. My vegetables, I'm gonna make a juice. Because I don't eat on Sunday, I just drink juice.
The changes that dementia causes in the brain don't cause pain themselves. However, researchers still don't know how or if dementia affects pain levels, or if people living with dementia experience pain differently to people without dementia. But what we do know is that pain does affect many people living with dementia. In fact, according to Mayo Clinic, between 50 to 80% of
I'm
people
from
living
Haiti.
with moderate to severe dementia experience pain every day. Unfortunately, pain in people living with dementia is often unrecognized,
HYAITI.
and as a result, it's regularly left
Haiti.
untreated.
Your client, Mrs. Cole, is experiencing moderate dementia and is nonverbal. Today, when you arrive to start your shift, you notice that she's pacing up and down the room. Do you think pacing? Yes. No. It could be.
A minute. I'm in New York, Manhattan. Your client, Miss Cole, is experiencing moderate dementia and is nonverbal. Today, when you arrive, she starts your shift. You notice that she's facing up. Do you think facing up is a sign to that it could be?
Pacing could be a sign that Mrs. Cole is in pain.
New York,
It
here
could
about
also
that.
be a sign that she's frustrated,
New
hungry,
York
thirsty,
City. Oh, okay.
needs to go to the
You
bathroom,
never come
or is
here
having
yet?
difficulty communicating some other need or want.
It's a nice place. It's a cloudy place, New York.
The example of pacing shows the difficulty that many caregivers
Why
have
you
in
can't
recognizing if
ever?
clients living with dementia are in
Where are
pain,
you?
or
Look at
whether
it
they
now.
have some other need or want. One of the reasons for this is that clients who are in middle and later stages of dementia have often lost the cognitive ability to verbally tell others they're in pain by saying things like, I'm in pain, my leg hurts, or that's sore. In other cases, they may try to tell someone they are in pain, but they use the wrong words, so the other person doesn't understand. Alternatively, the client may say no when someone asks if they're in pain, even if they are. Not recognizing that your client is in pain can lead to poor pain management, chronic and unnecessary discomfort, and reduce quality of life and well-being. Given this, it's important to watch out for any signs that your client may be in pain.
Because need more money and visa to have visit there. I'm from India. Oh, okay, I see. But I understand that, but don't say never, you know. You never know plan God. What's God plan for you? You know? Me when I went to ask visa, I didn't have no money. But God plans for me. I got the visa, I'm coming here. And I've been here for 8 years. I'm from Haiti.
Restless or disturbed sleep, or sleeping more than normal. Decreased appetite, increased heart rate, blood pressure, or sweating. And increased or unusual anger, aggression, irritability, and or agitation.
If you see any signs that your client may be in pain, you should report them to your supervisor. This will then give the other members of the care team the opportunity to investigate. And if your client is in pain, they can come up with a plan to help.
Of course,
For
right?
example,
You got
one of the
only
most common ways
knows
that your client's healthcare
all
provider will
about
help
that.
them
Yeah,
manage
but
is by
you know,
prescribing them pain
that's why I
medication.
say don't say never, because you don't know what God has
Other
for you.
treatment methods may include
And
massage
trust me,
and or
what
hot
God has for you, it's for you. Yeah, it's a big noise. I'm sorry. you, I put it here because I'm doing that thing.
Yeah,
How was your night, Papa?
good.
You know you made that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, next time push first. Okay. Thank you for the advice. This time for you for the baby. I put it in the tub, okay? Okay. You welcome. What was that mean? Keep my patient. I'm at work. He is my patient. I'm not supposed to let you guys see his face. For privacy. APA. If I show his face on the social media, that can affect my job. They're not gonna fire me, but they're gonna give me a warning. A warning. And I don't like that.
Difficulties around eating and drinking often become more noticeable as dementia progresses, and it's common for many people living with dementia to lose weight. Dementia often affects the part of the brain that lets you know when you are hungry or thirsty. This means that many people living with dementia often don't eat or drink because they don't realize they need to. In other cases, even if they know they are hungry or thirsty, they may lack the language or ability to express their
What
wants.
are you leaving for
Not
doing
everyone who
any
has
job
dementia
or not?
loses weight.
No,
Some people put
I am and
to avoid unhealthy weight loss or weight
I have
gain. It
different
is
jobs.
essential that people living
I
with
have
dementia
two
provide
different
the right
jobs.
type and
Where I'm working now, it's a directed counselor. I'm taking care of mental disabilities, physical disabilities, you know. And then my other job is a medical assistant. I work 2 days a week, and I have my beauty salon. I work strictly in the day, during the day. But this morning I got stuck at work. I work at night, but this morning I got stuck.
Make sure that your client with dementia is the assistance that
Which select network people say, which dialect network people say nothing rich, right? Yeah, I don't know.
However, you should always try to encourage and support your clients to limit foods that are high in saturated fat,
Honestly, I don't know.
sugar, and sodium or salt. If your client does crave very sweet or salty foods, try to help them find healthier alternatives that can satisfy their cravings. In addition, it's important, as part of a person-centered care approach, to take into account your client's personal likes and preferences, and where possible, try to include foods they enjoy into their diet.
Yes, I accent different because I speak Creole. That's my first language. My first language is Creole. Yes, I cook. I cook for them. I cook for them. I do laundry for them. Now I'm gonna cook rice, beans, and vegetables. Okay, good to see you now. Thank you, Media. Where are you going? You going to church?
Which of these do you think is the best way to help make sure that your client drinks enough fluids? Give them a large glass of water with every meal. Offering them a small
Oh, it's 8:30 p.m. Wow. It's almost 12 hours different. I have 9:50, let's say 10.
Everything we need, right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
It's 10 a.m.
Everything we need for my birthday until Christmas, right?
Yes. Hey, Basla. Okay. So go to sleep. Have a nice night. What of those do you think it's best way to help make sure that your client drink enough fluid? Giving them a large glass of water with every meal, offering them small cup of water or other fluid throughout the day.
Offering your clients small cups of water or other fluids throughout the day can help.
Oh, you're in
encourage them to
Canada?
drink
Yeah,
enough
I've been in
fluids.
Canada.
Similarly, you can also help them stay hydrated by
Where are
offering
you,
them foods that have high
dude?
water content, like fruit, soups,
Midnight.
smoothies, and milkshakes.
No, I'm working tonight too. I'll finish work at 2 p.m. and I'll go home and come back tonight because my normal shift is night.
Help make sure
And the day I'm in my salon, and at night I'm at work. So like I said this morning, I just got stuck at work. That's why I'm here. No, I've never been in India. I've never been in India. I went in Canada. Actually, I have my family, my
Many
parents
of the
live in
changes
Canada.
associated with dementia can be exciting and feel
Toronto.
overwhelming, and or challenging. There are, however, several ways that you can help them feel calmer,
Yep.
easier, and more comfortable for your clients.
Oh, okay. I went in Toronto and I went in Quebec one time. But I did not stay for long. It was like a short visit.
Offering one or two foods at a time and keeping your client's table setting as simple as possible by only giving your client the utensils they need for their meal.
You're about
I love to travel.
dishes and placemats. Do you think you
I
should
love to
use?
travel a lot.
I want lunch, okay?
Yeah?
I want lunch, okay?
You don't want lunch?
Yeah.
You want lunch?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna like it. I'm gonna make it nice stuff.
I'm gonna make.
I'm gonna make cheese, rovalios, vegetables. You're gonna like it. Trust me. Oh, that really is India festival. I don't really know much of the culture, guys. Every time I just try to be familiar. I just try to be familiar with certain things because I don't know much. You are about to set the table for your client. Yeah. Which of the set of dish and placement do you think you should use? You're about to set a table meals for your clients. Which of the set you of dish and placement you think you will? I think this one. Yeah.
Dementia may cause changes in your client's visual and spatial ability and can make it harder for them to distinguish their foods clearly or together. Keeping your client's food on the corner or tracking on their placement or table can make it easier for them. Similarly, to avoid confusing your client, it's best to avoid using dishes, tablecloths, and placemats that have patterns.
Okay, media, bye. Go get some rest. See you tomorrow.
or vegetables cut into bite-sized pieces.
Employees started having more difficulty using the organs to feed themselves, and often those were germs that are food. What should you do? Feed your client yourself. Encourage your client to try and avoid making a mess while they're eating. Continue letting your client feed themselves.
Your client has having good and soon fucking spoon to feed themselves and often spread out towards their food, what you would figure lying yourself and cause your client to try to avoid making a mess. Continue letting clients feed themselves feeding themselves.
It's important to allow your client to be as independent as possible.
Dementia can cause people's taste to change, and you may find that all of a sudden your client no longer likes expensive things to enjoy, and that they now want something that they never used to like. If this happens, it's important to be flexible and try to find things that they want to do. If your client is restless at mealtimes or finds it large food all the day, try offering them finger foods such as sandwiches cut into corners, chicken nuggets, fish sticks, or vegetables cut into bite-sized pieces.
What is your fine as cooking? Um, I don't know the I don't know the name in English, to be honest. But I think it's a ground beef with vegetables. Like with frozen vegetables. Oh, thank you for the compliment. And yeah, this one too. I don't know the name in English. CP, good morning. CP, how may I help you? Yes? Ah? City. I say Titi. You call out again? Ah boy, there's no tomato paste. No tomato paste, no tomato sauce. Bye bye. I see you. Nothing works for me. No tomato paste, no tomato sauce. Guys, it's cold.